Hello everyone and welcome to the daily analysis. It's the 12th of December, so a very interesting start. A very interesting day today. Very high impact news, full for the euro and for the pound. Right now we're currently witnessing the parliamentary elections right now as it's just closed. And amongst that we've had some euro news as well. In terms of tomorrow, we do have some US dollar news. So that's the retail sales at 1:30, so UK time, so just pay attention to that. So regarding of today, what we can see here is just a complete shooting up of the pound, the huge strength here. It's not really a problem if you did manage to get into this trade or you didn't. I mean, regardless, it was always going to be a 50-50 here. Now, if you did take a trade here at all, no, don't worry. Now that we know that the move is to the upside, we will just have to wait tomorrow morning, and we'll have to see what happens to this closure of this candle. I mean, it's only been 8 minutes and it's shot 300 pips near enough, straight up. So it's only been 8 minutes, so it could automatically come back down, and you never know, it may reverse. So just stay aware and don't try and trade and just jump into this, because if you did get into it now, look, you've got a big stop loss there and it can keep going up and down and it's just horrendous. But let the dust settle, that's all I say after this, and the move is already clear now, so we know that we're currently bullish still. So wait for it to be the correct time to buy again, really. So although this one move is 300 pips, we can get 300 pips in a week, I guess, if we are correctly buying and selling different pairs. So almost think, you can always make this back. Like 300 pips is really nothing. It can happen in a week. Yeah, you may get one good trade, but it just depends. If it's the luck of the pot, really. So don't be too disheartened if you did miss out. Obviously, it's a once in a lifetime, and it would be good to post everywhere. But it's not fortunate for people to obviously get it, and some do, some don't. So don't worry about it too much. But looking at our analysis here, I forgot to mention this daily level here, 1.3085 in the yesterday's daily analysis, saying that it could reject this level. And if you have a look quite closely here, this 4-hour candle closed there in a bullish engulfing candle. So I mean, if you did take that initiative and bought there, that would have got you straight into that trade. But obviously it's hindsight. What we was looking at, it was this level 1.3178, seeing how it reacted, and it didn't really find any sort of correct sort of momentum that we was looking for. But nonetheless, it happened, and we'll just come back again tomorrow and see what happens. So don't worry about that. I know it's a lot to take in, but it happens. This is what trading is, and this is what you've all signed up for. Euro USD, if you did take that trade and continue to hold it, it's obviously strengthening now. We're coming up to the second weekly level, coming up to 100 pips on that one, so quite good of a trade there. USD JPY, complete shot to the upside. I was saying earlier on in the week that I wanted to see some bearish pressure here, but we've had two opportunities here to get into a buy position, once here and also once there. So if you did get into that, then obviously it's all good. You would have made a good amount there, about 80 pips, and it's still rising. So we'll see where that turns off to. And finally with gold, huge push to the upside. We eventually got into this reversal zone, so that would have been a key area to get out of. As we spoke about this yesterday, we got into it, clearly tapped into this, just missing our trend line. and it just fell back down. And we're currently in a situation where um, this could be the start of more bearish pressure, really. We'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. So I'm not really taking any advances right now as we're coming to the end of the week. So not very a straightforward week. There was a lot of different difficult ways to get into the market. As of Thursday and Friday, I always try and wrap up the current trades that I do have. I rarely put trades in just because of the weekend news releases. They always start the Monday with the gap, and that gap can obviously make a lot of difference between you profiting in that trade or you losing out on that trade. So um, that's kind of the main takeaway message for this daily analysis here. So that'll be all from us. I hope you do learn something as each day as we carry on doing this analysis videos. Um, Obviously, with that pound data is just a one in a, it's a one-off chance that happens. It rarely, those sort of events really do rarely happen. I mean, obviously, I didn't get into it at all. Obviously, otherwise I would have posted it on my Instagram for sure. But it's part of trading, and it comes money comes in and money goes out. So losses, as long as you're profitable, that's just the main thing here. So um, don't take it to heart if you've missed out. There's always another opportunity. That's always what I say. So that'll be all for today. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.